Okay, hands up, who knows where Laos is? Alright, hands up who knew where Laos was last week? Maybe that's because Laos is spelled L-A-O-S. It looks like Laos, and it's a landlocked country between Thailand, China, Burma, Cambodia and Vietnam. Now, if Thailand is glamorous and flashy Gloucestershire, then Laos would be down-to-earth Worcestershire, except it's communist and in Southeast Asia. Laos hasn't been that easy to get to. It's more convenient to visit it if you're in the neighbourhood, so to speak. I've flown 13 hours via Bangkok to the unexciting capital, Vientiane, and then it's a 4-hour drive to the north to get to VANGVIENG, the main base for activities in Laos. VANGVIENG is a lively village popular with backpackers on the edge of the Nam Song River, where you can find accommodation ranging from the basic at about $5 to relatively luxurious at £25 a night. It took a long time to get here, a very long time. But I have to say that even though the journey was tiring, that is worth it. But that's one of the things I love about travelling, how a single moment can make up for hours of discomfort. One of the things I don't like about travelling is unpredictable weather. Now, am I right in thinking that at the moment we're in the middle of the dry season?
Yeah, at the moment it's a dry season.
Yes,
but
I noticed that. What are the activities available here? There's mountain biking.
Yeah, mountain biking.
Climbing.
Trekking, and kayaking, and tubing.
And tubing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm thinking it probably makes sense today. I don't know where this idea came from, but I think it's probably best today to do something where we're going to get wet. I'm guessing if it were the wet season, we'd be snorkeling the 20-minute journey to get to our starting point for our kayaking expedition. The downside of this being the dry season is that the river is not quite the raging torrent of wet death I'd expected. Okay, there we go, like this.
I think it's not very comfortable for you.
Not very comfortable at all. Perfect. Right, and we're off. A half day on the water cost about £12, including your guide, lunch and transport. Watch out, Pat, watch out! Well, I think we only just made it.
Careful, don't hit the tree.
Oh my God, we're gonna
Almost!
Just by the skin of our very teeth.
Yeah.
So what's this place we're coming up to now?
At the organic farm. We got to see the organic farm.
What do they grow here?
They grow mulberry.
Mulberries?
Yeah.
After coming so close to drowning, we deserve a slap-up tea, and this community co-op serves up a nifty mulberry smoothie and lots of other mulberry-related treats, all for well under £2. My guide Pan suggests we part ways for our next dangerous descent downriver. Here we go. Me, that's cold! Woo! Or rather, crikey, that's rather cold. Oh! It may not look like an activity per se, more of a passivity, but tubing is a bargain at £2.50 for about 3 hours, and is very relaxing until it becomes obvious that what I thought was a nature-watching float is more like a pub crawl for people too drunk to even crawl. They just float, and then are pulled into bars along the river's edge. You know, so as we've been sliding down the Nam Song here, we've come across these bars, and the experience is a little like a sort of softer version of Apocalypse Now when they're going upriver, and a little like Kevin Costner's Waterworld as well. And I have to say that I have heard some of the worst records ever made as I've been floating down. So the sounds are terrible, but the sights are mythical, and I force myself to make the most of it. It's not an entirely unpleasant experience, this. The smell of pubs eventually forces us to go underground and do some gentle spelunking or caving. Laos' remarkable landscape is characterised above and below ground by these amazing limestone rock formations, created through centuries of erosion. Tam Nun, the largest cave in VANGVIENG, is known as the Sleeping Cave. Laos has the dubious distinction of being the most bombed country in history, and during the Vietnam War and World War II, up to 1,000 locals took refuge here. I see. So this would be the master bedroom of the sleeping cave.
It's careful, very slippery.
The caves are that special kind of deep underground dark, often filled with water, and probably best navigated with a guide, a torch and correct footwear, not flip-flops. What do we have to wear?
Oh.
What's the Lao word for claustrophobia?
In Laos?
Yeah.
Khan.
Khan.
Yeah.
No matter how unpleasant it is to be this far under, it can't be anything like as unpleasant as waiting here with 999 other people for the bombs to stop.
That's the way out. You see the light over there.
Oh, okay. So that's
Yeah.
so they're tiny little.
Yeah, it's very hard. Yeah.
At last, an end to the crushing claustrophobia and suffocating sense of panic. We found an exit for ants.
Listen. First, your left leg straight down, and then the right leg clip on the rock, and then lay to your behind, and then lay your body down because you have to go head first to be like this.
Wind your body down.
And then move the sideways.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'll meet you around the other side.
Oh, you have to curl it like a snake. Okay, come on. Wash your head.
I'm stuck!
It's good?
It's good. Yeah, it's great down there. I loved it.
Amazing cave.
Yeah, it was a really lovely cave. You know, there's a popular philosophy in this part of the world that applies very well to VANGVIENG. Same, but different. On the one hand, you have the same. The familiar pleasures of the backpacking resort. On the other hand, you have the different. That, a landscape so extraordinarily beautiful, it demands that you just jump right into it.